Here are the video solutions for AQA Functional Skills Maths Level 1. This is paper 1, which is the non-calculator paper, and this is November 2021. So let's take a look at question number 1. So circle the number that is 7 less than negative 10. Okay, you might want to do a number line here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No problems going in this direction. -1, -2, -3, -4. -5, -6, -7, -8. Run out of space. Let's start another number line. -9, -10, -11. Okay, so if we're adding, we are going in this direction, but if we're subtracting, we are going to the left. So what we are doing is we are going to the left of negative 10. So the only thing that makes this confusing is it looks like the numbers are getting bigger, because 11 is bigger than 10, but -11 is smaller than -10. That's the problem. So -10, -11, -12, -13, -14, -15. I mean, we could write out the number line so that we've got 7 numbers to the left of negative 10, but hopefully you can think of it like this. Well, 10 plus 7 is 17, so -10 minus 7 will be -17, which is the first answer. Question number 2, 12 squared, that means 12 times by 12. So if you don't know what that is, then you're going to have to do some column work here. 2 2s are 4, 1 2 is 2. Next digit is the 1 of 10, so put in a 0. 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. Add these together, 4, 4, 1. So 144. Question number 3 is testing our basic understanding of BIDMAS. We have subtraction and multiplication. Multiplication needs to happen first. 5 times by 7 is 35. So the question is now 36, take away 35, which is of course 1. Okay, so so we need to work this out as a fraction. Well, the decimal has 2 decimal places, so that is 75 over 100. The top and the bottom can be divided by 5, so the bottom becomes 20. How many 5s get into 75? You might need to do a bit of a bus stop here. 1 carry 2, so that is 15 over 20. Still 2 multiples of 5. Divide the top by 5, we get 3. Divide the bottom by 5, we get 4. Although hopefully you just know that 75% is 3/4. The next row, to turn a decimal into a percentage, we multiply by 100, so 0.7. Put some zeros on the end. When we're multiplying by 100, we are moving the decimal point 2 positions because there are 2 zeros in 100. So 1, 2 is going to sit in there. So that is 70%. We could, for the third row, just divide 20% by 100, so the opposite of what we've done for this one. However, turning fractions into decimals is easy if we are talking about tenths or 100ths or 1000ths. But what about fifths? Now, fifths are quite easy because they can easily be turned into tenths. The bottom number has doubled, so for an equivalent fraction we'll double the top number, so 1 times 2, which is 2, so 2 tenths, and that is 0.2. Remember that when you're dealing with tenths, it is just the first decimal place. Okay, so 5 times by 16 is 80, and we want 50 multiplied by 0.16. Okay, well, first of all, let's just work out 50 times by 16. Well, if 5 times 16 is 80, then 50 times 16 is 800. But we don't want 50 times by 16, we want 50 multiplied by 0.16. Now, it's going to be a very similar answer. However, in the question, we have 2 decimal places. In the whole question, we're looking for how many numbers do we see after a decimal point. We see 1, 2. So what that means is we need an answer which has 2 numbers after a decimal point. So if I put my decimal point here, then that's only 1 number after a decimal point. But if I stick it here, then I have got 2. So the answer is 8.00, and we can just now call that 8. Okay, let's look at section B. So we know that nice and easy, all of these are 1 meter by 1 meter, and we need to make sure that there is a space of at least 1 meter around each table. So I can't just stick the DJ table right in the corner. I need to make space. I need to make sure there's a 1 meter by 1 meter space all around it. So I'm going to put the DJ table top left, so it's 1 by 2. So there is 1 by 2, and we can see it's got a 1 meter space around it at the moment. The refreshments table is a 1 by 3, so I mean, I'm not going to use much imagination here. I'll do 1 by 3 over here. So I'll just put RT for the refreshment table, and the dance floor is 5 by 5. So if I just stick this down here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's not 5, that's 4. Let's turn that into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, and there's my dance floor. And we can see I've got just about a meter space around there. So that is perfect. There are many other options. I mean, this dance floor could literally be 2 squares to the left or 3 squares to the right as well. Okay, the hall is hired for 4 hours, so we need to show that Hanifa spends £1,007. So the only thing that is we need to work out is the hall hire and the dance floor hire. Well, the dance floor was 5 by 5, so that is 25 square meters. So 25 square meters times by £10, that is 250. So I'll just make a note here that that is £250. And the hall is being hired for 4 hours, so it's £11.50 times by 4, well, that is £11 times by 4, plus, let me just scroll down a bit, plus 50p times by 4. 50p times 4 is £2, and that is £44, so in total that is £46. So the hall hire is 46. So all I need to do is add these together. So I've got 433, 278, 46 and 250. 6 plus 8 is 14, 15, 16, 17, carry 1, 5, 9, 10, plus another 10 is 20, 0 carry 2, 2, 4, 6, plus 4, there we go, £1,007, which is what we needed to prove. Okay, so for this question we need to work out, well, what is 5% of £960? Well, 10% of £960 is nice and easy. That's just dividing by 10 or chopping off the 0, 96. So 5% of 960 is going to be half of 96. So what is 96 divided by 2? 9 divided by 2 is 4 with a remainder of 1. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So £48. So if Hanifa puts £960 in a bank account and she gets £48 interest, then she will have 960 plus 48. 0 plus 8 is 8, 6 plus 4 is 10, carry the 1, 9 plus 1 is 10. Is there enough money in the account? Yes, because 1008 is more than 1007. And that is the end of this particular paper.